Alrighty, so another ZD Toys Iron Man figure from the Infinity Saga. So basically looking at the first 10 years of Marvel movies. This is the Iron Man 2 Whiplash Mark II. I don't know if they made Mark 1. I don't really care for Ivan Vanko's racetrack Mark 1 fit. Obviously, would it be cool to have in real life? Sure. But didn't really do anything, Basically chopped up two cars and then got his ass beat. But I love the design of the Mark II. And I sound like a broken record. But again, I have to stress, I'm not always buying things because I love the IP or anything. But I love aesthetics and designs. But in this case, it's actually different. I don't hate Iron Man 2. I think Iron Man 2 is fine. People shit on it like crazy. I really don't know why. I think it's a fine movie. Kind of derpy. Definitely kind of has that pre-MCU feel, but I just don't care. But this figure, unlike the Iron Man ones, is, roughly about $10 more. So it's more in like the $50 range than middle 30s to middle 40s. But it does come in a very, very nice box. I can appreciate ZD Toys for, I don't even know what's the best way to say it. Not to glaze Hot Toys, but to give it that Hot Toys feel almost, They take pride in making the box looks nice, and basically you can slide it open and the figure is in there. Little instructions. And another thing that's nice with this figure is, instead of, figures back in the day where you need to put batteries or anything, it has a rechargeable battery with a micro USB port. So it is very, very nice. So now I'm going to get the figure out and talk about it. Alrighty, so here is the Mark II Whiplash. And something I've noticed with this and the Ironmonger is that it comes with no accessories. So just be aware of that you're paying more and there's less accessories than the Iron Man figures, where there's different hands and blaster effects and a stand. So like with this, these do come separated. You have to put them on. They're kind of annoying to put on. They're a bendable rubber, but I'm not really able to, you have to kind of probably heat them very gently and place them in the position you want, and then they eventually will stay. Because this one basically just sits on the ground and does that. I wish there was just a tiny wire in there or something where I could have had him putting his arm out with the whip shooting. So I could have, I can kind of probably do that. Grab an Iron Man, wrap it around their neck, but it might look a little weird just because there's no hardness in there really keeping the wire afloat. So it just kind of dangles like that. I think the paint job on it is very, very good. Let me unlock that. Again, I know there's the funny thing about villains in superhero movies. They're always dark gray, metallic gunmetal gray, whatever. But I think they did a good job, even with the little soldering lines. And yeah, so right here, you see these two parts. Push up, charging port, lights, and arc reactor. So that is neat. And it's a nice white shine. So you can see. I do like that. It's, in my personal opinion, something that seems simple enough for manufacturers to do. And so I don't know why some of the Iron Mans I've bought do not have that feature. He's got the just open hand. I've tried to kind of slide it. Just like with the Iron Man, you can also pull the arms out to position them, give it a little bit more flexibility. The arms, I'm gonna be honest with you, they don't really bend straight. Can't even do a full bend, sadly. You've got a swivel here. Legs. You got the skirt here that you do have to attach, so I can't really move the legs. Like I can't. And I'm nervously laughing because it is kind of crazy that for the price of about $50, you know, it's very, very limited articulation. And it looks like there's a double joint here, but again, these skirts, the skirts are not attached to the waist as they should be. They're attached to the back of the thigh, so why would you give me the option to try to double joint when I can't do it? And in the movie, you know, right here, these two flaps come down. They are not like that on here. They're built as a mold. You cannot, sadly, put those down. So again, you know, as much as I'm liking ZD Toys from what I've been getting, I can still be a little annoyed with some of the choices they made, where I'm sitting here having to wonder, well, why couldn't you have just done, you know, a little bit more? Why couldn't these have been movable flaps that go down? I don't know. I really don't. But I'll grab my Mark IV Iron Man to kind of show you scaling and also seeing how the whip looks, you know, if you want to do like a diorama. So here is Mark IV Iron Man with Whiplash Mark II. I feel like the scale is pretty correct because in the Mark II Whiplash suit, he was pretty damn big. So I want to say, but then when I have Ironmonger is about the same size as Whiplash. So something is not correct. And I think it's Ironmonger is scaled down. But not a bad scale. Having them together. And again, I haven't tested this, but you know, you just, I guess you could basically do something like this, perhaps. Maybe one day if I get War Machine, I can kind of remake the iconic ending of Iron Man 2. So yeah, you can kind of do it, as you can see, for the most part, if you wanted to do a diorama. You know, I guess it's cool that you can do that. I will probably not leave it in that state. I just think it's a little goofy. But here's the thing with this. I didn't care to pay $500 for the Hot Toys version. So this being $50, I'll take it. And the paint's good. Yes, it's basically just going to sit in a statue pose. But in reality, so does 98% of my shit. So I realistically don't care. The articulation, I mentioned how bad that can be, is for people, like if you buy this for a kid or someone who cares for, you know, posability and stuff. A lot of mine are in, I think, what people call museum poses, just standing, so I really don't care. But, you know, another thing from ZD Toys, I'm honestly looking forward to buying more of the Iron Legion. So until next time, that's going to be it. Thank you for watching. I'm out.